Is it CRAVITY or like CRAVITY? How do I pronounce this? CRAVITY. Okay. Like gravity, but with a K. Got it. CRAVITY. C'est la vie. This is 10 months ago. Let me just adjust the volume again, sorry. 때론 숨이 잘 막힐 듯한 Give me all your time somewhere somehow 너만을 향해 멈춘 이 시선 넘친 마음이 내 모든 삶인걸 믿게 되고 넌 하얗게 지울 상처니 눈물 감미로울 뿐인 taste 내 맘속에 다가와 I'm kissing you 감지마도 눈 코를 타서 넘는 절경일 테니 Falling down 들여다봐 oh Babylon 화려한 밤 like overdose 문득 그 선택 손을 맞겠지 Proven it someday 이미 난 started 기분 좋은 tension 날린 emotions with only questions 네가 찾던 하늘색을 봐 Life is falling a dive 뭘 망설이니 쏟아져 다 celebrate Get your dreams, c'est la vie, that's on me, 널 만족시. Now, can you remind me? C'est la vie is, it's not seize the day, is it? C'est la vie. C'est la vie. No, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Oh, well, that's life. That's right. I should have known that. C'est la vie. Okay, that's life. I can repeat one more time 지친 네 눈빛에 띄워 난 stars If I fall back to nirvana I see you in a fana 네 맘 가장 깊숙이 차니 양각점을 나르자 참았던 la This boom Here so high I got you 이미 뒤섞인 까맣게 routine 내게 다 맡긴 It's I can't stop it 기분 좋은 tension 날리는 In each moment of impact that they've had so far, there's been two major ones. In both of those impacts, we've been at choreo. And I think that from an impact standpoint to the viewer, it doesn't hit as hard as going back to whatever the story is that they're telling. Now, I know some of you will disagree and be like, no, I want to see him dancing. Totally get it. But to me, you can show him choreoing all over the place and that's fine. But if you're also trying to tell a story, those moments of audible impact where something goes, something should, in my opinion, something should hit hard visually, or it takes that 9 out of 10 sound and brings it down to like a 4 out of 10. It doesn't hit as hard. They almost did it here. See, they went to the punch and I was like, oh, perfect. And then we went right back to choreo. It just kind of, for me. Now, I'll tell you, watching this, what I think might have worked, and I'm going to say it now because if they start doing it, I'm going to take full credit for it, even though it's only 10 months old. If you want the storyline to be this story of revolution or battle, but you also want to show them dancing a bunch, why don't we make the choreo a very complex fight scene? And then you can have them dancing all over the place, but also move the story forward and kind of do two birds, one stone. And then as you go on through this 3 minutes and 44 seconds, you could have them go from this, big fight scene to actually going together where the fight scene kind of merges into the choreo. I did not see that coming. Oh, that's a nice twist. You do not talk about C'est la vie. Oh, that was a nice touch.
What you waiting for? No way. 빠져들어 더 깊게. How you like that? Please don't 위로해. 좀 더 위로해. 스쿠치게 더 adrenaline. Feel like babe. 좀 더 뜨겁게. 서로를 원할 때. 1, 2, 3, shout c'est la vie. Love it, love me for life. 눈앞에 네 앞에 펼쳐줄게 다. Love it, love me.
I feel like we got there really quickly. Everybody's just tired from fighting and dancing and they just quit. It's the end of the world, isn't it? Does the dancing save the day? You're like, no, the men in pants or jean pants. The men wearing pants, jeans, whatever. Forget it. Edit that out.
Celebrate, get your dreams, c'est la vie, that's on me, that's on me.
Gotta watch the end, they get sneaky, see? Ooh, okay. That's life. Hold on. For the Nightfall. So some of you are CRAVITY fans. Is there lore here? Yes or no? Is there lore here that is being referenced that's crucial to the story that they're telling in this video? Yes or no? And I mean crucial, not like Nightfall is somebody's nickname when they were 6. Oh, that's a good question, Miso. Does anybody know the fan name for CRAVITY? Is it Nightfall? That'd be kind of interesting. I mean, that would work. The first thing I noticed about this, Luvity? Thank you. The Google machine strikes again. Good job. The first thing I noticed about this was the vocals. The first thing. As much as they wanted to throw into this initial story with these bananas. I want to see this part again because, like, I was a little confused. Okay, for the Nightfall, approaching the gate, that's life. Okay, this is the kid from the end. Bananas. Now it says lyrically, at times I feel suffocated. Okay, well that makes sense if you've just been thrown a ton of bananas on you. I don't remember any other references in the video for bananas. Do you? Their 7th mini album was Nightfall, a Nightfall version. Thank you. Huh. So then he's eating a banana. Okay, well that segues into him eating the banana. Kids capture him.
감미로울 뿐인 taste 내 맘속에 다가와 I'm kissing you 감지마도 눈 거를 타서 넘는 절경일 테니 Falling down 들여다봐
Look into our Babylon.
Babylon 화려한 밤 like overdose 완벽한 선택
So we kind of have a faction thing going on. The kids either seem to be one faction or they're kind of mixed within the factions.
기분 좋은 tension 날린 emotions with any questions 네가 찾던 honey.
See, now this goes back to what I was talking about before. We have this buildup, truck racing at him, pulls out the rocket launcher, one-time use, and then when the drop of the song happens, watch. We're into the choreo. Oh, also, this, I will save some of you with this. This is so not appropriate. I just can't help it. It's always a good idea to tuck your shirt into your pants, not your underwear. I have seen an abnormal amount of adults doing this. Help me help you. Don't worry, we're going to edit all that out. It'll be fine. They won't even know I said it. He's wearing two pants. Okay. Semantics. Haley, tuck your shirt into your outer pants if you're wearing two pants. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that. But here we are. So, my biggest critique of this, aside from the storyline is very, I don't want to say haphazard, but it feels a little clunky. I like the idea, and I actually love what one of you said, which is it feels like playing pretend when you were a kid in the neighborhood. That's kind of perfect. I like that. And I think if you capitalized on that in a way, it would be a lot stronger. It would be a lot more powerful. I would say, well, how do you do that? Well, you have the kids, you have the older kids, you have the band, right? The group. You can have moments where, for example, oh, this would be it right here. This will tell you everything you need to know. The truck is racing at him, like this shot right here. We see the rocket launcher come up. It's one of the band members. The camera starts to pan around, and when he comes back around, now he's one of the kids with a big stick, and then the truck is other kids running at him. It tells you everything you need to know. And we do these occasional transitions where we have like this big fight scene, but then like a real quick flash and you see the kids kind of wrestling around. So flashes of imagination, flashes of reality, but you're showing the scope of what a kid's brain can do. I think that would work. Now, it's just another idea, but I do feel like the storyline is a little clunky. Like if I have to watch a video multiple times to kind of get the basic concept, you run the risk of losing me. I want it to grab me so strong that I have to figure things out. And the biggest thing was the vocals. The vocals were, they grabbed me. And I was trying to think like, well, how do I capitalize on the vocals if this is the storyline? I don't know if I have a quick answer for that. Because part of me wanted to even entertain the idea of using the vocals as a weapon. If you want to have this dystopian or combative timeline, throw some weapons in there, throw some fight scenes, but then make these vocals the weapon that seems to work more than anything. Now, you're going to have to use some effects where they can hit a high note and then people get blown away or whatever, something like that. But that could also be a thing, because I feel like if you don't capitalize on those voices and draw attention to them visually, you're missing a huge opportunity. And it's kind of rare that we pick up on that. Well, me anyway. normally the visuals are really what get me, but even with all this stuff going on, I still get pulled by the vocals. That's impressive. Oh yeah, and then the last thing was I love the effect going into the animation. That was great. But then all of a sudden, everybody's nap time, and then everybody just shakes hands. I mean, I'm gonna have to assume this is for a younger audience, so doesn't really hit me, but younger folks might think it's perfect. I don't know. Yeah, it was a little too Full House for me. I would have liked to see instead a little less cheesy. You have the two factions. You can have these great big battle scenes if you're not going to go with the notion of the kids playing pretend or whatever. You have these two factions, but then at the end, instead of just showing them shaking hands and hugging, show them inside this gated area, but protecting it together. So you have the two factions come together, and now they're even stronger because it's not two factions separate. It's one big community, and you have a whole messaging that can be done through that. So take the same concept and just kind of extrapolate its power a little bit greater by taking that message of community and going one step further. Now, I don't know, though, if this ending is really kind of standalone for this video or if it references something else. Because if you notice, the woman that I'm guessing is supposed to be the kid's mom seems to be the same woman that was the one that turned into the cartoon. For the nightfall. Oh, and the last thing I'll say is bananas. Why? I don't know. I don't know why we went there. If it's an inside joke for the band, cool, it works. As your first time viewer, no idea. No idea why they went with that. Is it Peter Pan based? I mean, that would make sense, but I don't know if we saw any other references that would lead us, well, better yet, not lead us, confirm for us that it would be Peter Pan based. But I like where your head is. And that it does kind of go along with what we're talking about.